Got it in under the wire.
Just barely. Welcome back, ladies, gents, and anybody in between. What the fuck happened last time?
What a good question. That's not this session. I
I'm
just read
best friends with Vex's bear's son.
the bear's son.
That you are. Oh God, what is his name?
I love how I wrote in
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yep, Charlie the bear is Scylla's best friend.
We got level 2 coins in all caps. Don't lose them.
Immediately lost them.
Not immediately. It took like an hour.
At least an hour.
If you want to see what, I can't show you that. Damn. Well, maybe I can. Hold on. But yeah, I can show you a picture of like super young Charlie. Little baby Charlie.
Charlie.
He bit my finger, Charlie.
Really?
Some good old YouTube right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, you know what someone said to me on Wednesday? Someone introduced me to a friend of theirs, and you know what they said to me? They went, "Oh my God, hi! I've followed you on Tumblr since I was 12."
That's a sentence. Oh my God.
It was certainly a
That's
sentence.
that was said at you.
Oh my God.
I was like,
My God.
hi. I am in pain.
It's just a little
It's
guy.
like, oh God.
Oh, that's a little baby.
Little
That's a
baby
little
bear.
baby.
I'm
Is it little
fascinated
baby
to find
bear?
out why Mac didn't want to show us the rest of the picture. So
I mean, I know what the rest of the picture looks like. Yeah,
I do
don't you?
too.
Yeah. It's just I just wanted to focus on the bear. Anyway.
We bought out a bakery.
Yeah. Really. You spent some cash. at the
More
bakery.
More
also went
stores
shopping
should
at some
have
point.
that business model. Maximum amount you can spend before they just hand you stuff.
Naked lady in a fountain.
Naked lady and fountain.
Titties.
Yep. Suntree drama.
The Sentry tried to eat me.
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a titch.
Just a little. We bought stuff. Some poor squire lost his knight's shield.
Yeah, because Sir Barrington's an asshole apparently.
Barrington.
We requested to go to the library
Uh-huh.
in the Derolo Castle.
Mm-hmm. Used Sean Gilmore's name to try to get a little bit of influence.
Listen.
Maybe name dropping the man we talked to 3 times.
Hey,
Once.
listen.
Once.
Yep, one
You've
time.
been into his business 3 times, and you spoke to him once.
It's fine.
Even worse.
It's fine, okay? He was interested.
He
And
said,
that's
"No,
the
you bitches
important
be fucked."
He did leave Belle a personalized note. So.
Exactly. We're best friends. That's basically what it is. I'm best friends.
Belle's like, if Scylla can be best friends with a bear, I can be best friends with Sean Gilmore.
God damn it.
You also found an adventurer's supply store.
Uh-huh.
Kind of re-upped on a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of shit. I think Yvain has all of it, so
Not a lot of
You
it.
have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
yeah. I kept the calligrapher's supplies.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
A bag of kittens.
Yeah.
I'm so concerned
I
about
do
this
also have the
y'all.
bag of kittens.
I'm going in the bag of
Oh,
kittens today.
Belle's coin is gone.
Yeah, my coin's
that's the
gone.
end. Yeah.
I rolled bad, and my coin is gone.
Yep. So that is where we pick up at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
You have just come out of the Dark Anvil, the
Dark
magic
Anvil.
shop.
Zarius is the proprietor.
Yes. Zarius. Who had a very interesting way of speaking. Bell
bathwater.
Bell trying to pull out his re-entry token, realized that his pocket had been cut and his tokens stolen, and that is where we left off. So
Sad.
you have about 6 hours before the gates are shut for the day, and you don't you remember your the Captain Cross saying that you'd be leaving around first light the next morning. So that is the situation you find yourselves in as we resume our little game.
So, you guys didn't see me pay with a weird coin, did you?
Do I remember Belle
Did-
paying with weird coins?
Did we not buy you everything?
No, I
Okay.
bought the bag of kittens.
Make a history
Mm.
check.
Let's go. 6.
History
That's
is
his
wisdom,
hand.
right? History is wisdom, right?
No, it's not. It's intelligence.
Oh. Trying to remember. Let me see.
Wisdom, you got animal handling, insight, medicine, perception.
Okay, sorry.
and
Yeah,
survival.
make an insight check then. That's the best.
Okay.
I'd say that's the best one.
Where? There we go.
Kind of for like memory checks.
15.
Yeah, okay. You definitely did not see him pay with any you definitely paid with real coin. You've always been kind of particular about money. So,
No, but I'll do it. I don't remember you pulling it out.
Great. Well, then this is a different problem as I stick my hand through my pocket and like reach my knee.
just a little.
Yeah. I don't have it.
I'm gonna take my own advice from earlier. Okay. Don't panic. We'll just go retrace our steps, look for it. If we can't find it, we'll figure it out.
Why did we keep these on us instead of just putting them all in the bag
don't
of holding?
What was the like exact thing that they said the coins did?
They let us
Like,
get
could
back
I
onto
just-
the castle grounds.
Could I just like turn into something and give you mine?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
you could be a cat and you could go hang out with all
I
the
could
other
be a cat
cats.
and I could go hang out with the cats.
I was kind of thinking that you turned into a bird earlier, and like push come to shove, you could just fly onto the skyship tomorrow.
That is true as well.
But also, you could go hang out with the other cats. It seems like a pretty
Cats.
great place in there. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. If I like went in the bag, is it like a think about the specific cat kind of situation,
I
or
mean-
would you just have? Well, I just have to like jump into the heavenly giant hand. That's.
I mean, let's
coming
find out.
into
I'll take out the bag of cats and I'll pull a kitten out, and I'll look at it, and I'll put it back in, wait for 4 seconds, and then think really hard about that one cat and reach back in and try and take it back out.
Different cat.
So I think there's a problem with that.
yeah, what if you get
I
stuck in
may
that?
be trapped in the cat bag forever.
There are many of them. I could take all of them out,
No.
but then
No.
we'd have to put all
no.
of them back into the bag, which
What if
seems
you-
like an issue.
Can you turn into like a bug?
Yes.
Could be a cool bug,
Like a
What do we
s-
constitute as a cool bug?
like
I don't
a
know, like
stick
a-
bug?
like a stick bug or a.
I feel like that'd be like just one of the ones
dung
that's like
beetle.
a dung
Mantis.
beetle.
How'd that go again?
Are they? Do we need them to get back onto the ship?
Well, say from what I understand, we have to be in the like castle grounds to get onto the ship because the ship is
Mm.
taking off from the castle grounds. And in order to get off of the onto
And they're
the ship,
probably going to be
yeah.
like, "Hey, where did your friend go?" We'll be like,
friends over there.
What if they were just like nice and we were like, "Hey, you saw us literally 5 seconds ago. Can we just go?"
It's been
back
like
into-"
They
8
told us
hours.
not to lose it though.
That's also true. It feels like a kind of a feels like not great practice to just be like, we're back.
Hi.
All right. Do we
Why-
need to? What do we need to
Look
retrace?
for it.
We got some
Yeah.
time before they actually lock up, so maybe.
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't have a whole lot of helpful spells right now, but
I don't have any, almost definitely. So that is what it is. But
I think that's all we got.
you
It's the
you
only
each
plan
have
we
ghosts,
ever know.
right? Coins?
Do we?
Coins. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So, do you
How do
want to put yours in the bag of holding
Yes,
with
that-
mine?
yeah, there you
Okay, how
go.
do we
Thank
ensure
you.
we don't lose those? Okay, let's go back. I can retrace if you want and see if I can find it. You guys don't have to go traipsing back through the city with me if you don't want.
Belle
No,
can
remember
start
the-
retracing, and I'll like be the eyes behind them.
Belle,
keep
you
an eye
remember
out
the
for
buddy
shiny
system,
things.
right?
Yeah, that worked. When there were 4 of us.
Come here. She puts him on her shoulders. We'll go look.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess we're gonna go in reverse order.
Okay. So you know, are heading back in through the Dark Anvil, back to the Broken Compass, and then back to the Dawnfather Square. And then finally, I guess your last stop would be the Heart of Whitestone in oh god, I can't remember the name of the place. Yeah.
In
Frederick
the-
Square.
Yes, Frederick Square.
Pretty.
Freddie! Forlington
Freddy!
Square. Forlington Square, that's what it is.
Freddy!
So
Been fancier.
Frederick Forlington. So go ahead and somebody can make an investigation check. If someone wants to help with that investigation check, they can make it an advantage, or 2 of you can make individual ones. It's up to you guys.
My investigation's +4.
That's fantastic.
I am simply too high off the ground to be able to do much other than point at stuff and say, "What about that?" And what about that one?
Okay.
Oh, what over there?
Does
So
Belle pointing give me advantage?
yes, yeah, and also Yvain helping as well.
I was going to say Yvain's actually probably helping.
Bell's more.
Oh,
of a
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Shit.
Okay.
So 24.
So, okay, so you work your way back, retracing your steps, like combing the floor, and you are quite thorough. You feel that you're being extremely thorough, and you are approached. Or sorry, no, sorry, not. I'll get to that. You comb the streets, and with a natural 20, you're actually able to do it pretty quickly. And you get back to Dawnfather Square, and sorry, you get back to Forlington Square at after about an hour, so about 6 o'clock. So after like really fully checking things out, not a thing, and no one's seen anything. Quite a few people know what you're talking about, and they look and it's like, "Oh, you lost that, huh? That's rough." There, it's very much that kind of reaction. Well, you better fix that. Just like
Working on it. Thank you.
but it is veritably you find nothing, unfortunately. You are approached once or twice by a guard, one of the pale guard, coming up. Excuse me, you seem to be lost or looking for something. Can we be of any assistance?
Someone stole his castle coin. We're looking for it.
Oh dear. That
Hi.
Someone
is-
stole his sweet roll.
That is a conundrum. Well, theft. Really? You sure it was stolen?
Well,
We don't have crime isn't quite a problem here.
I didn't used to have this giant, very, very finely cut hole in the bottom of my pocket. And I do now. So
that does
Someone's
seem to-
shield also got stolen today.
that's also true.
So two thieves. Two thieveries. I don't know about two thieves, but
Could be the same person.
Thievery.
Could be a serial thiever.
Interesting. Well, I suppose I could give a little bit of guidance. As far as crime in the city, it's relatively null and void. Honestly.
what is your job then?
Say what?
What is your job then?
Our job.
just
Generally, the Pale Guard are left to,
Guard Paley.
walk the streets and help any citizens in need of, general assistance. Really, we help move things. We give directions to newcomers. We give tours as well as we're sometimes assigned as personal guards and guides to visiting dignitaries. But really, there isn't much as far as crime here to deal with. So we're just hearing it as more of a fail-safe, or just in case. But there are several troublemakers who I would say could potentially resort to pickpocketing, but it's not. I don't know. There are some. I guess they could be called transients, traveling individuals who camp out outside of the city and sometimes make their business inside. We don't really ask them to move along if they don't cause any trouble. But they are strangers, so those are that's the first suspicion. The second, I would guess the Blackstone gang, potentially.
There's an entire gang in the city. And
Oh,
there's
it's not a
much crime.
gang. It's not a gang. It's a. When I say a gang, it's a ragtag group of young.
Oh, they
Well,
say they're a
bunch
gang,
of
but they're
troublemaking
like
kids. Bunch of
they're like an
trouble.
after
some
school club.
teenagers. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
And they decided to make their name just like Nego Whitestone.
Well, I
They
think
sound
they
very
they
edgy.
named it after one of their hangouts. They hang out mainly around the Blackstone pub, but
I'm about to
it's-
scare the fucking shit out of these children.
yeah. If they're not around there, I've caught them. We've caught them several times, hanging around the eastern ruins. So if they're not at the Blackstone, you might find them there.
Right.
If they're who you the ones outside, the transients are usually outside of Galdrick's gate.
Sure. Quick question.
Yes.
Could you sorry, Ewan, can you lean down a little bit?
Yeah.
Could you point at the eastern ruins on this map?
Oh. And he points.
It's just one of the ones you crossed out, so
Here. To the crossed out bit. To this one right here.
great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Do you know if Mavnon Rare is part of that Blackstone gang?
Sorry, Mavnon.
He works over at the Slayer's Cake.
Name doesn't ring a bell. Slayer's Cake
Okay.
does. Delicious. Have you tried the
Excellent.
sun treats?
Yeah.
We did.
My personal favorite.
We had several. They were fantastic. All right. Well, what time did you say that, or not you say? What time do they close up the castle gates again?
Castle gates close at 11.
And open again?
Not until sun up, first light tomorrow.
Great. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Guess we best be making haste so that we can get to where I need to be.
I would suggest that. We are very strict about that. We've had incursions before.
I'm so confused by what you consider crime. Okay, thank you very much. All right, guys, where do you want to go first?
I always assume teenagers. I'm going to assume teenagers.
I mean, teenagers is fair. But do we want to go to the pub? We should go to the pub first, right?
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
A puppy.
Yes,
Dog.
it's a puppy.
Dog.
Sherlock Bones is his name.
That's amazing.
He was breaking my door down. Just like,
Amazing.
Dad, let me in.
Father!
I want to come in. I give him 10 minutes before he leaves.
Oh, either that, or he's just gonna fall asleep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, my partner's outside talking to our neighbors, so he's just been like running around, just like, why can't I go outside?
Amazing.
Let me home.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
Okay, so you're heading to the Blackstone pub.
To the pub.
Okay, do you know where that is?
Boob.
What a good question. Gonna go with no.
Just look at him.
Look at him. He's having a good time.
Oh, yeah,
I'll just-
Bobby. His nose is itchy.
Dogs do that when they find a smell that they like.
Just a goofy guy. He's having a goofy
Just a
good
cool-
time.
He's having a
such
silly
crazy
little
man.
time.
He is such a crazy man. So,
Guess we probably should have asked where that was, shouldn't we have?
yeah, you asked. It's fine. I was just giving you shit. It is in the common ward.
The common ward.
Just about. Let me see, where is it? Right here. That was such a terrible circle. That was so shaky. But right here is where it is. For anyone not on Roll20, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought it had reloaded. Oh, it logged me out.
Oof.
All
So,
right, let's go that way.
you guys head over there. It is a dive bar of all dive bars. You know, it is a really kind of just rundown old place. Like, if they had neon in this world, theirs would be really flickering and like missing a few letters.
Amazing.
Yeah, the paint's worn down on a few letters, and it's just like it's got a creaky sign. So
If anywhere's gonna have neon, it's Whitestone.
yeah, exactly. Oh, that's true. You do notice as it is around this time that the sun starts to dip down in the sky, and as you are walking down the street, it just as you feel like it's about to get so dark that you'd have a little bit of trouble seeing, you hear a slight hum, and you feel like a very subtle vibration in the street, on the street below you, under your feet, as you see 6 lantern posts placed throughout the city, all kind of alight with this odd sickly green glow that kind of bathes the city in a kind of greenish light. No flame, no arcane spark or anything. Yvain, you don't get that little buzz in the back of your skull that happens when magic goes on around you.
Oh, that's a terrible color.
Yeah, why green?
don't know.
Feels like ominous.
It's not magic. Doesn't feel like magic. Place is
Well, it really
weird.
fucking should be, so they could change it, because this is upsetting. Just let the
So
moon do its thing.
you head in, and it is dusty. It smells musky. There's like, you know, a low hum of voices as, you know, some raggedy regulars seem to kind of, you know, swill their dark beer around in their musty glasses. It smells of sweat and old wood and beer stains. The floor is a little sticky. Behind the counter, what? I
He's
am
just
busy.
having a good time.
I am busy.
He's having a good boy time.
Jesus Christ. He there behind the bar there is a what seems to be like just a God damn, okay, you gotta go. Just drive me nuts. Sherlock, out. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
He's like, no.
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 Father, no. Father, help.
My boy. Father, help.
That's my boy.
Oh no, my boy.
My boy.
I love ASDF movie. So behind the bar is a raised platform, and on it, kind of tottering around behind it, is this really crotchety old gnome. He's got kind of like, just imagine Filch but short from Harry Potter. Like, I hate referencing that work, but just imagine just like, balding on top, kind of just scraggly long hair. Looks like it hasn't been washed in about ever. He's got like, stained like a leather apron on, and he's just like, he's got a really dirty rag, and he's like wiping out a dirty glass, and you don't know if it's cleaning it or just making it more dirty. And he looks up and he just kind of gestures toward the bar, and like as an invitation to sit if you'd like, and just kind of grumbles as you continue.
We are not eating or drinking anything here.
Why? Wait, why not?
Just trust me, Bill.
Okay. What do you say? I feel like you won't tell us a whole lot if we don't order something.
Hello.
What are you having?
Mead.
Right, one mead. And he reaches below the bar and pulls out a dusty bottle.
Yvain gives her a fuck you look because she knows that she's gonna be the one drinking it.
I'll have it. Don't worry about it.
4 couple pieces.
There you go.
I'll
I'm
have one too.
gonna give him. I'm gonna give for him to. I'm gonna give him a gold.
He snaps it up. I don't make change, and just. Yeah.
I don't need change. I just need a question answered. If some rascally teenagers were to steal something from me that were maybe sometimes hang out in this bar, where would I find them?
Go ahead, and would you like to make a persuasion or intimidation check?
Well, where would I find that?
They are the same thing. Persuasion. I don't need to
Okay.
fight this old man.
Persuasion, you can make an advantage because you gave him the gold piece.
Fuck you.
Gonna throw hands with this man.
Gotta throw hands with this man.
Dive over the bar.
It wasn't great. It was a 10.
10. He kind of
A
looks
7
you,
and an 8.
he kind of looks you up and down. I'm not sure what you're talking about. We don't get a lot of teenagers in here.
Yvain, will you do this? I'm tired.
What was the name of the gang again? The
The
Blackstone.
The Blackstone Gang.
They're named after the pub you're in, so this is the Blackstone pub.
They call themselves the Blackstone Gang. They hang around.
what people call themselves. I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry.
Can I make an insight check?
Go ahead.
$18.
You're having a bit of trouble.
Oh,
He
That
rolled pretty
rascally rabbit.
I rolled 2. You're having a bit of trouble tamping down. He's a slippery guy. He looks like a slippery old man. You feel like he probably lies for a living, and he's gotten pretty good at it at this point. So you're not sure. You're not sure if you're being had or not.
Oh,
You sure about that, sir? Never heard of him.
Can't say that I have.
That's too bad, because as my friend here mentioned, they did lift something off of us earlier, and from what I understand, the guard in this town doesn't have a whole lot to do, and it'd be a shame if too many of them decided to show up here at once and start poking about. Because, quite frankly, the thing we lost was decent value, and we sure would like to get it back. So, don't
Go
necessarily
ahead
want to
and make an intimidation check, Belle.
Okay.
Yvain just kind of cracks her knuckles too, and she's like, "Yeah, it would be a waste of our
Would be
valuable
awful.
time."
That's a
Since you
natural one
added
for
the
a
help,
5.
Since you added, huh?
So that's a natural one for a 5.
Well, since you added the help after I said ask for the check, you don't get advantage.
Mhm.
You have to do it before I ask for the check. So he kind of just chuckles and says,
Pelgard, around here. You must be new in town.
We are, and that's
Okay.
why we would need to go talk to them. I don't really understand why you're laughing at it.
Because I doubt they'd cause me any trouble. They'd probably just come in, ask me the same shit questions you would, and then move along.
Hmm.
Trust
That's
me,
fair.
I've been here longer than you have. Now,
I sure
if
would
you're
hope
not
so if you
buying
own
any
this
more
place.
drinks, I have more customers to deal with.
That's simply untrue. I can see the rest of the bar.
he starts to trot off.
Okay. I mean, you want to make a scene?
No.
I mean, we definitely can make a scene.
I mean,
How am I the most level-headed out of all of us?
If I
mean,
make
I
him
asked if we
blind,
wanted to
do you
make a
think
scene.
he'd give us the information we want?
I mean, we probably should have just started with this. Can I see any teenagers?
Go ahead, make a perception check.
They're just standing right there listening to
They're
this
just
entire
behind us.
conversation.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Hi,
You look
guys.
around. You get a good look around the dark and dingy interior of the Blackstone pub, and you see some younger people sitting around, but no like condensed group of teenagers, especially no one you would consider a gang.
Mhm.
I think we should go ask him up and on.
The
I mean-
greasy teenager?
Yeah.
That's fair. We go check at these ruins too, that for some reason they allow public to just wander through.
The ruins.
I think Evan just wants to go back to the bakery.
The Pale Guard did mention that they'd been chased out of those ruins.
Right. They
Teenagers
set up
love
a
that shit.
Particularly good wall. So
You've never just gone and fucked around a ruin? That's like the most
No.
basic shit to do. What? Really?
why would I do that?
For fun.
I missed the
Evain's
part where that
equivalent
was
of
fun,
exploring
sorry.
abandoned houses.
Yvain, urban explorer.
That would be her TikTok page. Urban exploration. So what are you guys doing now? What are you guys doing next? It's about 7 o'clock at this point. After the walk and the talk.
I feel like we
Alright.
should go to the ruins. I don't know this. I feel like insulting this bakery man by accusing him of being in a.
No. Just like, hey, do you know who these fucking idiots are? Do you know where they hang out? They're around the same age.
I
Is
mean,
it on the way to the ruins?
no, not at all. But
Opposite direction.
I mean, everything is north from here. So like, and the ruins are nearish the castle.
All right, let's go to the ruins then.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
I was gonna say we could go to the bakery then the ruins because it was following the path we were going, but that works for me too.
To the eastern ruins. So
I feel like as they keep walking, Scylla's getting like more like she's like more annoyed. As they're walking, she's like she just had a whole day of playing with the dog. She is tired. She's about to fucking kill some kids.
So,
Or at least scare the shit out of them.
all right. So you head over to the Eastern Ruins, and as you walk over there, you start to see there is a gate that leads to what looks to be a sort of like Gothic church-looking building, as well as an expansive graveyard down one road, and then it also has another offshoot road that seems to lead deeper into further down towards the castle. But however, this is the only entrance. There is no other way to get across into the ruins other than either over this wall that separates these two roads or through the gate. So, which is it going to be?
I mean, like, glancing around, is there a reason we shouldn't just go through the gate that we can immediately see?
You don't immediately see any keep out, private property, do not enter signs.
Is it like hanging open or is it closed?
Gates are closed.
Okay. And presumably are like gates, not like garden gates.
No, they are 10-foot gates. Or 7. Yeah, 10-foot gates.
Does it
10
seem
foot,
like
like,
anybody
10-foot
passed
wrought
through?
iron. Say again?
Does it seem like anybody passed through recently? Like any fresh footprints or
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Bible.
hey, natural 20,
Yeah,
23.
Hey.
several. There's quite a bit of foot traffic here.
Someone's been through here.
How can you tell?
Look at the footprints. See? Lots of
How
them,
can you
different
see
sizes.
from this far away? I just don't understand.
With my special eyes.
Oh,
Look.
okay.
Look with your special eyes.
What do your
elf
eyes
eyes see? Okay. So I mean, do the footprints lead to the gate or do they lead over the
They
wall?
lead through the gate down the road.
All right. So
But you lose track of them about like 10 feet off of you.
is there any reason we shouldn't just follow the footprints?
Are we being like super sneaky, or are we just walking in like scolding mothers?
I mean, I'm tired at this point, and I haven't been walking for the majority of the day. So
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's just go in.
great.
You push through the gates; they are unlocked. You go down a stretch of this road towards the Gothic building, and then you see the offshoot, that kind of like offshoot road. It's not quite as nicely laid out as the other one, and there is a small like rope cross, like sort of like a rope, like what's the barrier there with a sign hanging off it that says "Do not enter." Danger, do not enter.
These guards really just—it's a rope. They have a rope.
They're trying
It's a
so
rope.
hard.
It's literally like it's like one of those car block things.
Yeah.
Oh my
to
God.
block a road, but you could just walk around it. It's more of a suggestion than it is an actual like.
It's there so they can say they tried, but
It's
They're
there so that
fucked if they ever get attacked. Jesus.
For liability.
it's there for liability purposes. Like, hey, we have a keep out sign. Like,
We
and
tried.
the road is blocked. So
Just step around it.
I'm pretty sure I could get over that rope.
okay, make a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. You thought it was just a rope?
It's always
It's
just
a mimic.
No, okay, yeah. So you head down this road, and immediately you walk out onto a stretch of land, about an acre or two, maybe, of the Parchwood Forest that has been completely flattened, except for like the occasional tree here and there, where it seems like they've either regrown or have been left or were left for aesthetic purposes. There are several lightly organized roads, as well as some half-built and some fully completed buildings. that are just empty. There's a couple of doors that have just been like thrown on or like, jury rigged to it, but otherwise there are no doors, there are no windows, there are no, there are a couple of places without roofs. There are, it's like a couple places with only one story built, some have like a story and a half, like the second story isn't completed. Some are just, piles of building materials left out. And at the center is, you see an immense, beautiful, ornate temple with what look to be several open spaces, which you would assume would be where the deity this temple would be worshiping would go, but those spaces are just empty.
Can we
So
get any vibes of who it was for?
No, it seems to be, as far as temple designs go, very kind of just general, like kind of like not basic by any means, but uh what's the word?
All they got to was, this is gonna be a temple.
It's going to be a beautiful temple. We don't know who for yet.
It'll be for a person.
Yeah, it'll
I'm
be for
sure
someone.
the gods wouldn't have been insulted by that whatsoever.
Gods love it when you just like.
We don't know which
Vague
god we are going to
god.
tribute this beautiful gift to, but we never ended up doing it. So, but there is an immensely beautiful temple in the center.
So I mean, do we just start yelling, looking for them, or do we like kick some doors in? How do we find these kids? Realistically, you mean you're the one that likes to go through abandoned houses, apparently.
Can I listen for a second and see if I can hear any stupid teenage whispering?
Perception check.
That's a plus.
Keep in mind,
six.
you are basically at the center or at the entrance to an unfinished neighborhood.
Right.
It's about an acre.
13.
It's about an acre of space here. 13. You hear creaks and wind blowing through. It's getting a little chilly as the night kind of creeps on and the sun goes down, and you see the all the ruins here, as they are called, are kind of being bathed in that greenish glow from the lights of the city. And it's a kind of an eerie visual, but other than that, you don't hear any voices or whispering or anything like that would indicate where your quarry would be hiding.
Okay.
Most of the time when me and my shithead brothers would like do stuff like this, we would like set a bonfire or just like hang out. I think at this point, if we don't hear anything, they're probably not here. But it's getting late, unless you
mean-
want to look.
I mean, like, I can't see the end of it at this point. They could just be like further in.
Oh, we go look around. If you want?
I mean, we have time to, right?
I believe so. Unless we like got lost in these woods unknowingly, and it's like 8 million years from now.
I mean, we'll stay by the building part of the buildings.
We kind of don't have a choice at this point if we like want to make our lives easy.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's go wandering, I guess.
All right. Go ahead
Okay.
and make investigation checks if you'd like. You can each make one, or two of you can make one, and one can make it with advantage.
I'm casting guidance on myself.
I actually want to watch my step, just for like anything that might be around.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll be looking around from
Traps.
on top of Yvain's shoulders.
Okay.
Is that investigation?
Yes.
I got a 10, 11.
Well, I'm sorry, Belle. You're going to be doing perception because you're not.
I'll
getting
be
down
doing
and dirty.
perception. Great. I got a 12.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Really?
That's our rogue.
Okay. So, as you are traipsing your way through, Scylla, you are passing by the temple, and sorry, Yvain, Erica, what did you roll? You're muted. Sorry.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 and
12
All right,
crew.
12. Cool. So Yvain and Bell, as Scylla is kind of taking the lead here. Scylla, you got a 22?
Yeah.
Okay. You're passing by the temple, and Yvain, you have to stop to tie your bootlace for a second. And as you're straightening up, Bell, Bell and Yvain, you both hear a sort of sliding of stone, sort of a little bit behind you, and you both turn, or I guess Yvain, you turn, and Bell, you kind of like you turn the other way, yeah. And nothing. No, there's nobody behind you. Just nothing.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I mean, there's rocks.
Yeah.
Should I
It's
be
at
worried
that
about
point,
the rocks?
Scylla, you start to hear crackling of a bonfire and soft but excited voices,
Oh, I found them.
sort of around the corner, a little bit from you guys, a little further down one of the streets.
Okay, they're like up that way. Do we want to scare the shit out of them? I personally am very annoyed and would like to scare the shit out of them.
Just fucking kids, Scylla.
I'm very tired, and that was very rude.
We don't even know if they fucking took the coin. We have no proof of that.
I would
I don't
like
know,
to
I feel like it
pose
would
the
bring
point
me joy.
also. Oh, that's fair. That's important in its own right. But also, technically, while we are doing the same thing, and I am keeping that in mind, they are trespassing in places they should not be right now. And if we hit them with the ghost of the ruins, maybe it would like make someone's life easier.
The
Make for a
ghost of the
great story,
ruins.
if nothing else. Give them some
Oh.
kind of clout.
So which of us is the ghost?
Who the fuck do you think is the ghost? Sorry, Scylla. Again, I like you a lot, but you're terrifying.
That's that's my whole shtick. So
Oh shit. So could Scylla be chasing us? And then we run through and she's chasing us and we're like, run for your lives. No, that doesn't make any sense because they'd run off with the coin. But it'd be funny.
no, you tell them the ghost is coming after thieves, and you need to return whatever they've stolen.
Oh, Scylla,
the
you
ghost will
should
get them.
say that. You should say that. You should be like, I will haunt you forever unless you unless you drop the coin or whatever. Yeah.
Now I feel like we're making this too complicated. We should just go do that. And if anything, I'll just be scary in the moment.
I mean,
I have my wings left, so
I think the whole chasing thing is fun.
like Scooby Doo.
Like the yes.
Could you
Famed
guys like
investigator Scooby of
run?
Doom.
Could you run in without me, and then I wait to hear how the conversation's going, and then if it's going bad, I run in.
So we run in.
We're making this too complicated.
I mean, what I was thinking is that like we clear the corner, and I get yanked off of Yvain's shoulders, and then the scary ghost Scylla can like grab me and throw me behind her and just like put me behind the building or something, and then like come in and be like, "Ah, these be damned" or whatever.
No, this is really stupid. We should just go talk to them.
We just go talk to
Have you ever tried to talk to a teenager?
we have the scary bit in my pockets at all times, so
Yep, but
if you could just be like, if you don't, she's gonna be really scary.
I'd like
mean,
you
that's-
It
all
could
to make
melt to your face.
I'd like you all to make stealth checks, please.
absolutely.
We're just having this
Just waiting for that. I got a 12.
18.
16.
Okay, continue. You guys are whispering quiet enough, but Belle is getting a little
Shh.
Are you trying to quiet a man at work? This is my whole thing. This is what I do.
Do you just want me to walk in and give off like super disappointed mom vibes? I can do it. It's fine.
Well, no, because they won't listen to that. I don't know. The
Let's just
scary
go talk
thing
to
is
them.
good. Okay, the scary thing is good. I like the scary thing.
I
I'm
can be
giving
scary
you
at any
picture.
moment. So
So, what? Allow me to describe what you see in front of you. So, currently, you are standing around the corner from a small single-story structure. It seems like there is the beginnings of a second story, but part of the floor of that second story has fallen into the bottom of the first. So there is a two-story building. Walls of the second story slightly unfinished with an open floor down to the first floor. Down in the first floor, you see you see through the windows there is a crackling fire, and you can hear the several hushed, excited teenage or younger voices, like immature, not like you can't really tell their age, but younger.
teenage.
Yeah, sure.
Well, do you want down for this?
Oh,
I mean,
no
I feel like
door.
you could get bullied up there.
No door, no glass in the windows, but there is what seems to be some sort of curtain or cloth that has been tacked up outside of the doorway, like an entryway.
I mean, yes, down, I guess. Thank you. My thought is that it might be a good idea for us to kind of like spread out, so when they try and run away from Scylla, they're running towards one of us.
Yeah, I can go. Yeah, I can go talk to them, and then they can run towards one of you.
Sure, about we'll circle around, silly. You just go right on in.
Do I have the highest charisma in the group? Is that bad? I think
No,
I do.
I have the
No.
highest charisma in the group.
You do? Okay, thank God.
Yes.
It's like I've always been had to talk to people when I should not be.
I just happen to roll
Okay.
ones when I'm trying to like actually convince people to do stuff.
Okay. All right, so you're just walking through the curtain.
We'll go around the other side.
Yeah, we're walking around.
All right. As you walk around, there are no other doors. There are several other open windows, but all of them have something tacked up, either on the outside or the inside. And there seems to be a rickety ladder that leads up to the second story. Also, scrawled on the side of the building is what looks somebody seems to have like painted, or maybe it was like charcoal or something, written the Blackstone Boys.
Stone boys.
Ugh.
Well,
This
do
is
you want to
really
get up the
cringe.
ladder and just kind of like be up there just in case?
I mean, desperately. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I
Okay,
would like you both to make stealth checks for me, please.
Before I go, I'm going to hand Yvain basically everything that's actually in my pocket. It's
Yeah. I'm not going up there, by the way. This is Belle.
Okay, well, still, you both need to make stealth checks to get around, and then
I'll check.
Let's go.
11.
17.
okay. As you guys are walking around, creeping around the side, Yvain, you are low and slow, like you're back on the hunt or during a raid. Belle, you're trying to like tiptoe along, and snap, something breaks, and the voices all stop inside.
When I hear that, I'll just walk in then.
Oh,
Distraction.
Okay. Okay.
Like I gave them a chance, and I'm like, I just walk in.
So let you continue in as you two continue unabated around the side, and Belle, you start
We'll go
climbing
up the ladder.
Okay, so as you walk in, you see an unfurnished room. in the center is a small fire burning in a circle of stones. And sitting around it on a couple of crates and barrels that seem to have been dragged in here from elsewhere. And there are about a half dozen young kids, men, women, and a couple you can't really tell which. None of them could be older than like 22 at the oldest. They are all dressed in, at a quick glance, looks to be ratty, kind of, like kind of mussed up clothing, or just kind of looking ratty. Their hair's all slicked back or greasy, or just like a little kind of wild. A couple of them have some tattoos in very obvious and kind of brash places. And they're all kind of sitting around this fire. The walls are adorned with what look to be a couple of roughly made banners of their gang, as well as would look to be a couple of squirrel and rabbit pelts just kind of nailed to the wall like trophies. So yeah, it's quiet, and they're all staring straight at you.
All right, guys. Here's the thing. I have had a very long day. I would like this to be over. So, here's how it's going to go. I have reason to believe you stole my friend's coin that would let him go back into the castle, and I would just like it back. I can give you some form of compensation if you'd like, or I can scare the fuck out of you. Either one, whichever way you want to go. This could be a problem, or we can deal with this really easily. Okay? I've had a very long day. Just please work with me here. We followed you all the way here. Please work with me here.
Okay, are you trying to scare them or convince them?
Currently convinced.
Okay, persuasion check. Copy that, Belle. Yvain, are you preparing anything as you're listening to this through a window?
Yeah, she's not preparing
Yeah.
anything. She's just listening right
She's
now.
preparing to tackle.
Gotcha.
She's preparing to dive through the window.
Gotcha.
I got an 8.
You got the 8th. All right.
Got an 8.
Got
They
them
all
eight.
kind of look at each other and give that classic, like, gang in the movie. Who the hell is she? What the hell is going on here? And you see one in the center, this kind of like again, she looks scruffy. She looks like like she's kind of hard, and go ahead and make a perception
coming up
check
to me
for
going,
a little bit, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, though, as she kind of walks up to you, looking you up and down. She's a human girl, about maybe 18 or 19, long, kind of wavy, brown hair, fair skin.
13.
13. Okay. As she walks up, you kind of look and notice these are really kind of nice clothes that someone is just messed up.
There's one of those. Gross.
These are kind of, yeah, these look like the equivalent of like Urban Outfitters, kind of just like pre-ripped jeans kind of vibe, that maybe somebody dragged through the dirt.
Grater. God.
That somebody like dragged through the dirt. Somebody like took a pair of scissors to the outside of their jacket.
Oh my god. I'm
yeah.
about to have a conversation with posers. This is gonna be painful.
DIY poser punks. So she kind of like walks up to you and says, "I'm sorry, you think we stole from you?"
Oh my god, your tone of voice is really already pissing me off. Look, you were named by the guards as the most likely suspect. So if you could just give me a straight answer,
of course the guards are going to say we did it. They are, oh God, they are always down our case, down our back of our necks, on our case, riding us so hard.
Oh my
We're
god.
just trying to live.
I'm sure you're having so much fun pretending to be a poor person, but I would love it if you stopped being a little shit and just gave me the answers. I can't cosplay with that vagabond right now. I want to go to bed.
Well, listen.
You ever been to a actually? You ever been to a Mon before? We're planning a trip to a Mon on your parents' money.
I may have been through once on my travels.
If you give me that coin back, I will get you free tickets to see wrestling in the Mon.
What, like, what that dumb ECW shit?
Yes,
Yeah,
front
we're
row
not.
seats.
Yeah, we're not really fans of fake fighting. So
Oh my god! I think if I punched you in the face right now, you would crumple to the floor.
Yvain gets
you
up.
see everyone stand. You see all of them stand up behind her. Some of them like pull out like some like large sticks. One of them pulls out like it looks like a
Oh,
pipe or something, and like another one
some
has one
sticks.
of them has a knife.
I'm like, I just go, oh, I'm so scared, and her wings just come flying out of the black eyes immediately, and
Okay.
everyone needs to make, what do they need to make? I don't remember. I'm assuming they're all close
Nice.
enough for this.
Mac, are any of them wearing a hat?
Yes.
I
Several.
promise I won't do this in a real fight, but I would
Several
like to
wearing
use the mage
hats.
hand to pull the hat down over their eyes at the same time.
Okay.
It's a charisma saving throw of 13.
Okay, make a dexterity check and make an intimidation check with advantage. Dex save or what?
Charisma save.
Charisma,
Charisma
save.
save.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, one rolled a nat 20. That's oh yeah, that was the leader.
Go with the one with the knife. The one with the knife rolled in that 20 out
The
of
one with
no
the knife.
preservation for their soul.
Nope. Wow, they rolled pretty high actually. All but one save.
Damn.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. 4 save. And that is it. So 4 out of 7. So you got 3 out of 7 with that.
I got a 15.
I am
on
very
my
much
hat roll.
done with this conversation.
Okay. You got a what?
15.
15 dexterity?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Shunk. And that one will re-roll.
Great.
Any particular one that you did it to?
One that's wearing a hat.
Yeah, she fails.
Amazing.
Hey, the leader is now also scared.
Are
Okay,
we done yet? Are we done now?
Yvain
did
just
you
walks
make your
back to the
intimidation
front.
check? Did you make your intimidation check with advantage?
Me or you, Vane?
Yes, Scylla.
Oh, no, I
The
didn't.
one they can
Yvain's
see.
still outside unless I miss something.
Yvain's walking back around to the front.
Oh,
Gotcha.
super fucking high. 18?
Okay, screams, just "Ah!" And they are just scrambling up against the wall, unable to. Even the ones that saved are just ridiculously terrified. They're just like, "Oh God!" And the fire kind of scatters a little bit, and it's just like, "Oh Jesus! Oh God! Oh my God!"
Scylla just holds out her hand.
Well, we didn't and you see the leader kind of look over to an individual with like really skinny, has like white coiffed hair, kind of looks a little like Scylla's, only not as cool and nice, but it's like white. Or not Scylla's, but Alex's, sorry. Kind of looks like Alex's, but not as cool. And they kind of just reach into their coat, pull out the token, flick it to you.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now, how this ends is whether or not we tell the guard exactly where you are. And then, actually, worse, we get the guard to tell your parents, which I'm sure you don't want them to know about. So, I'm going to walk out of here. And we're not going to speak of this again. But also, please stop pickpocketing people. What the fuck? You literally, I can see that you made your clothes look dirty. It's fucking pathetic. Okay, bye. And she just walks out.
And I walk away.
And I walk.
And I walk away. As a true rogue would.
All right.
I guess your vein kind of intersects with her. She's like, what happened?
You're fine. I did it. Here you go, Belle.
Bells, as far as I know. Oh, down the
Where's
ladder.
Belle?
Down the ladder. Actually, give me that. I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, when Scylla says, "We're done here," shit. Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Beautiful. All right. Well, as
I feel so much better. That was really fun for me.
all right. Well, as you guys head out of the Eastern Ruins and start making your way to back to Castle Whitestone, we're gonna pause there for a little bit of a bio break. Be back in like 5-7 minutes, and okay, see you soon. Hello again. All right, so you are now. It's around 7:30, 8 in the evening. It is fully dark now, or it's about twilight, I'd say. Sunset, if you will. You're heading up
Sunset.
that incline to the castle gates. As you approach, you present your tokens. They are retrieved, and you are all allowed within the castle gates. As you pass through, Belle, you are pulled aside by one of the guards for a moment, and he tells you, I was instructed to inform you that you have been given access to Lord Arolo's private library for the evening.
Thank you very much.
One of the Pale Guard will accompany you for
course.
your entire time there,
Naturally.
and you will only you may not take anything from the
course.
collection. Copying, however, is allowed. You will only have about an hour before we must ask you to vacate.
That's fine. Can I bring these two, or at least one of them? I'm rather small and need to be able to reach things higher up.
Understood. I believe the Pale Guard shall be able to assist you there.
Fair enough. Sounds good to me.
I apologize.
That's fine. I didn't know if they were gonna, stand aggressive vigil. over me or
Understood.
something.
No, they are there to keep an eye, but also to help guide if you should need any assistance. Any Pale Guard you see is here to assist you in any way that they can.
And they have been wonderful all day so far. So
Thank you, sir.
Top marks to whoever needs to hear that.
Much appreciated. Your bungalows are right down this pathway, and we shall send one of the Pale Guard to let you know when the library is ready for you to peruse.
Thank you so very much.
Understood.
Very much appreciated.
You guys walk down the little pathway through the lawn, past the gardens, and you see a pathway that leads to a group of 3 little bungalows. So just small 1-story houses, a small porch on the outside, and they seem to surround a small outdoor courtyard. The courtyard is decked out with a pond, some benches, a picnic table, and a quaint little gazebo. As you walk up, you see all of your belongings have been left on the porch of the bungalow to the right. And so you assume that that's the house you've been assigned. You see a few individuals lounging in the courtyard and on the porches of the other 2 bungalows as you arrive. You see a halfling woman, kind of in pretty resplendent clothing. She's perched on the porch of one of the bungalows, just kind of looking out at a halfling child young boy that's just kind of kneeling by the side of the pond and like reaching in to try to like maybe grab at the fish. You see a human man, in sort of bright, garish clothing, sort of thing. He looks very just kind of dazzling, almost in a way. It's hard to describe. A lot of colors, a lot of frills. Just it's a lot to look at. And he's sitting on one of the benches, just kind of thumbing through a book of some kind. You also see an older dwarven woman who is in a rocking chair on another porch of the bungalow, as well as a dark elf female, another dark elf woman who is sitting on a little bit on the opposite side of the porch from her, and she is just reading a book. The night is yours. The bungalow is small, quaint. You each have a room. There are several more bedrooms. Looks like this place is kitted out for about 10 people. It's a nice little living room, little kitchenette. It's like a vacation beach house kind of thing, kind of a vibe.
I will get all of my things back from you, Vane.
There you go. Yep.
Which I think at this point would be when you might notice that wrapped up like tight in a cloth shoved into my bag, taking up most of the space, is an ECW belt.
Belbin elderberry.
What?
What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
I don't know, but it's cool, okay?
Listen, I won't tell on you. You can have it.
Did I tell you what belt to label it as?
Nope, you just said you got a belt off the wall.
I didn't tell you which belt.
Nope. It says Hardcore Championship.
Yeah,
is what you told me.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what it is. That it is the ECW Hardcore Championship.
It'll probably be impressive at some point. I don't know. Why'd I buy a bag full of kittens today? I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Do you want to keep it in the bag of holding so it's not like taking up all the space in your pack?
What if I need it?
I think you should just be wearing it currently. I think that's the best move.
Silly. Here's the
Nine
problem.
hells do you need it for?
I don't know. Silly. Here's the problem, right? It's like I'm about yay big, and he puts a hand up to where his head is, and it's about yay big. So like,
wait, idea. Here we go. Here's the idea. Listen,
Like a
I can
turtle shell.
guarantee you, no one in Wildmount knows what the fuck the ECW is. Can we gaslight this entire wedding and make them pretend that you are the heavyweight champion?
That this little man is the ECW Hardcore Champion.
Yes. We gaslight everyone.
Probably.
They wouldn't know.
Just so
You
you
know
know,
what?
if you
I'm down.
hold the belt up to you like you would be wearing it, the
Uh-huh.
bottom of the belt is at the bottom of the buckle of
Yeah.
the thing on the bottom,
A big bit.
at your knees. The top of it, nipples,
Yeah.
knees to nips.
It's perfect.
I can
No.
wear it as a turtle shell.
I promise. Whenever you need it, you just have to ask me, and I will
Right, but what if
retrieve
you're
it for
far
you.
away?
What if you don't believe he needs it in the moment, but he
I
believes
need
he
my
needs it?
security championship.
That is really what it is.
You can just say that I'm your manager, and I'm carrying around your stuff.
Oh, did you also hear those kids call it fake fighting? Did you hear that?
It is fake fighting, but I was a little hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot of blood for
I-
fake fighting.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, you almost murdered a man?
I would call it
On-
choreographed fighting. People still get punched in the face, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't really not get hurt when you throw someone off of a 12-foot ladder.
No,
Like,
you're
even
right.
if they know they're getting thrown off the ladder in advance.
I really appreciate you two coming to my defense. They're teenagers. It's all right.
I
The wrestling
It's
mark
okay.
in me is loving this.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
I'll
fine.
just gently take the
Okay,
belt from
fine.
Belle. There
Here,
we
you can
go.
have this book too, I guess. It's apparently not going to do me
It's-
any good.
Yvain,
What-
it's
Wizard
interesting
book.
holding this again as you've held this title once or twice.
Hello, old friend. All right.
It's the
Okay.
Magic for Dummies book.
Okay. It's nice digs.
Wizarding for dummies.
Yes. Yeah. What the fuck is up with rich people?
Oh,
It's crazy, right?
This is a house inside of their house, and their house has a yard inside of it.
yeah.
And this probably isn't their house like the whole year round either. They probably got other houses too. Knowing fucking rich people.
I mean, they said that what's his fuck isn't here. Fucking where is he then?
That's a great
Anywhere
question.
else?
Well, much like how you and I and Scylla don't stay in one place all the time, probably just the same as
Listen,
anyone else.
If I were
If I had
the
a castle,
lord
I would
of a
stay-
city, I'd probably
Yeah.
stay there for the most part. That's just me personally.
All right.
Conversation continues. You guys are free to hang out outside if you'd like, or just kill time inside. About 30 minutes later, after you guys arrive, there is a knock on the door, or if you're hanging out outside, a pale guard approaches the porch. And Belle, you are informed that they are there to assist you in perusing the library.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Question: is there paper there?
It can be provided for you, of course.
Great. If I could have some paper provided, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll be back in probably about somewhere between 70 and 90 minutes. Depending on how far away this is, because quite frankly, I am under the impression that this library is about a mile away from here right now. So I don't know. I have little legs. Have fun. Bye. I gotta go read.
All right. Let us know if you need anything. The ring.
Enjoy
Yeah.
everything. Oh, we
Oh,
have the
that's
earrings. Don't forget.
Yeah, yeah.
I did forget about that. Okay.
Okay.
And
So
Belle's just reading every passage out loud. We're just like listening.
just like kind of holding his ear, just like just like you two just end up getting read to sleep.
ASMR.
So yeah, Belle, you are led through the castle grounds onto the castle, and the guard introduces themselves as Gallowin. Gallowin is a one of the educators of the Pale Guard. They are tasked with basically just teaching the Pale Guard about the history of Whitestone, and also they are tasked with protecting Lord Dorolo's private repository of knowledge. As they explain, Lord Dorolo is very particular about the protection of knowledge and the preservation of knowledge for future generations to learn from, as he does not want the past repeated. As you're walking through the halls, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. It's got like it's grand halls, a little dark, dingy, and gothic, but it seems like someone's tried to make it feel a little more homey and comfortable.
Why is it so clicky in here?
I'm sorry, clicky.
Click, click. Like, listen.
Oh, polished floors.
You polish floors here? That's fucking crazy.
Sometimes there's not much else to do.
That's fair, actually. Okay. Anyway.
So you are led into a room where Gallowin uses their key, unlocks the door, and your hour will start once we enter. Just to let you know.
Okay. Can I ask you exactly 3 questions before we enter then?
Of course.
I am looking for approximately a few different types of thing in here. I don't know how effectively I'm going to be able to actually research any of them in this time. I'm going to be doing as much speed skimming as I can. Power skimming. There we go.
I shall do my best to assist you.
Great. I am looking for things about the transplantation of magic, like within living beings, if at all possible.
Mhm.
I am looking for anything about how sorcery works at all. At all.
Hmm.
And I'm looking for anything that might have something to do with this picture. And I'll pull out the picture.
Huh. May I?
Sure.
They are going to make an investigation check. Natural one. I must say I'm stumped. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
That particular one does stump me. The other two, one of which I'm relatively confident we could find something on. The other, we'll do our best.
Right.
Right. Let's get to work.
3,
And
2, 1, go.
they head in with you, and you see a light in their eyes. They obviously love the pursuit of knowledge. They're in their element here and are kind of just whipping around the library as you guys go to work studying. Go ahead and make 3 separate investigation checks, one for each subject.
1, 5.
As you are doing that, Yvain and Scylla, you guys are again left to your own devices. So what's the super deep traumatic conversation that you're gonna have
Yeah.
this time,
First,
or
Okay.
what are you guys up to while Belle is out?
you can charge me extra money for this, Mac, but I imagine that with the suit that Yvain bought, she
Hmm.
bought a pair of like white heels to go with it.
Oh yeah.
So she
Nice.
pulls them out of the bag of holding. She goes, Scylla, how the fuck do you walk in these?
I really not help here. I have boots.
Oh,
My outfit.
shit.
Hell is the right.
I was
person to help
wondering
you
why
with
you
that.
got them. I was like, wow, that's very fashion forward.
You know,
for
the lady
Japan.
said it would look really good, and I think they do, but like, I'm really bad at this.
It looks really good when you stand still.
Yeah.
Do you need like practice? I think it's like heel toe. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
If
me,
you fall,
what?
I'm not catching you though. I
I
hope you know that I will
know.
be crushed.
Yvain, if you're trying those, I'm gonna need a dexterity check.
Wait, before you try, I peek my head out the door and I know there's people out there. Do
Yeah.
I see any like fancy looking women?
Oh yeah, there is a
There's a fancy
halfling.
halfling lady.
There's a halfling woman who is dressed in very resplendent clothing. She looks very, very fancy, and a very nice pair of heels as well.
Oh, I would love to walk up there.
Okay. You walk up. She's you can see she's got pretty heavy makeup on. She's got a kind looking face, but her eyes scream, I'm judging you right now.
Mm.
Like, she looks nice enough. She looks nice, but you can tell there's something behind there. As you approach, she kind of tries to like look around you and say, excuse me, I'm sorry, I must keep an eye on my boy. Would you mind just standing off to the side a little bit?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course, yes.
Oh, merci, thank you. I'm so sorry. He's the love of my life. I must, keep watch.
I understand. I have a very interesting question for you. Yes.
Yes.
So, my friends and I are traveling to a wedding, and in what's the place? The fancy place that we're going? What's the name? My brain keeps saying Fantasy Martha's Vineyard, and I know that's not the name, obviously.
It is called Phelan, I think.
We're going to Phelan for a wedding, and
really?
yes, and we got all styled out, and my friend who has never worn heels before bought the pair of
dear.
heels.
Oh,
I know.
dear.
And
Oh,
I
they're
saw your
right.
heels,
Oh.
and they are very wonderful.
Oh,
And I was just wondering if you had any tips to help her walk in them before she broke an ankle.
I don't mean to pry. Would that be the larger woman who accompanied you when you walked in?
Yes.
Ah.
Could like break a leg, honestly, if she
could I,
fell.
I could give her a few. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Yeah, I'll give you like a +2 to it because you were so nice to her. No advantage, but a +2.
Oh, so if I already have a +2, +4.
Yeah.
So 18.
18. I suppose I could give her a few pointers. Just
We can stay in full view of them. We can stay right outside. I don't mind.
So you know what? It is good to have practice on multiple surfaces. So I think that would be good. Oh, by the way, rude of me to not introduce myself. I am Pernivier. I am Pernivier Toulouse. I am the well, titles don't really matter, do say. What is your name?
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Scylla, and my friend back there is Yvain.
Pleasure to meet you, Scylla. I must say you are quite the elegant being yourself. You
Thank you.
have no experience with heels or nothing?
No, I see. I bought boots for the wedding.
I see. Function of a fashion, you.
The rest of the outfit's kind of flashy, so I was like, I don't want to take away
I
from
was
the
going to
rest of
say, I
it.
love
So
your dress. But
thank you.
of course. Gâteau! Gâteau! And she calls out to the boy, and he looks up. Oui, ma. Come over here, stay in sight. And he kind of totters over this little this little halfling child. Kind of
me size.
tots smaller even actually because he's a kid. Tots over to his mom, and he's a very nicely dressed little boy, just like the equivalent of like a kid's polo and shorts kind of vibe. Like his mom definitely dressed him. Looks a little uncomfortable. I'm going, and she kind of like leans down to him as much as halflings need to lean down. I'm going to go help my friends over here in this bungalow. I need you to stay out and play in front of this one, okay? And he goes, "Oui, mama," and just goes off and to rip at the grass in front of your bungalow.
As
you
kids do.
guys head in. Yvain, you are introduced to Pernivier.
Oh, hello. Yvain, pleasure.
Hello, my dear. First time with Ilse?
Yes.
Right. Well, here's what we need to do. She starts to go through the details. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I got advantage on those.
Something.
Yes, you do.
Okay. There's the first one. All right. 15, not bad. Oh, thank God. I'll take the 15.
Okay. Little newborn horse for a minute, but you had cruiserweight training and you weren't the best at it. You were always a heavyweight, but you had balance. You could balance. So you start to kind of channel that kind of balance, and you start getting a little bit. You can walk for short distances.
Okay.
You can walk for short distances.
Yeah.
Stopping, you need to slow down. You can't stop on a dime. You need to slow down to stop. And running is absolutely out of the question.
I can move.
Very elegant. You have wonderful balance, my dear. But a little bit straighten your shoulders. Come on, walk with some poise. You are a beautiful woman. You have a wonderful figure. Use it. Come on, sway your hips.
Yes.
There we go. Walk like a woman. This suit is so form-fitting. It's perfect. Right. So yeah, that is what you guys are getting up to. Belbin, you sent me those checks. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah,
First one's so good.
Transplantation of magic. It's a very specific niche kind of thing,
and you're having trouble thinking. You can't find any. You go through once, you can't find anything that like is labeled transplantation of magic, and you're thinking, okay, well, what would hold something like that? And you just get lost right there. You just think, I only have an hour. I'm gonna move on to the next one. Sorcery. It's actually God, I already lost their name.
Gallowin.
Gallowin, thank you. It's actually Gallowin who is able to pull this one down for you. This is this is the study of sorcery and its intricacies, and it's by some name you can't pronounce in what looks to be Dwarven.
Oh, there's so many consonants. Oh my
god. But it has everything that it like. There are some specific things to you that don't kind of match up with everything in this book, but a lot of it seems to be making sense.
Hey, I will basically every word I think is important, I will jot down as I'm like flipping through pages.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not actively trying to spend too much time on anything because I'm trying to blow through as much material as I can.
Gallowin does inform you that this is one of the less rare books in the collection, and it is like, so it may be easier to find than others. And finally, you start doing some research on the picture. Gallowin immediately leads to cave drawings or to early recorded history of drawings, because of how kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Crude it is. Yeah, because of how crude the drawing is. But where you find some traction is in temple hieroglyphics. Ancient temples had inscriptions on them of hieroglyphics that told stories. And while none of them are exact to what you have, there are quite a few similar ones. And another strange one you find, you're just kind of looking for anything that depicts pictures, and you are just kind of like looking through a book, and all of a sudden you hear kind of like a sliding and a clattering noise on the table in front of you, and you see a book has kind of just appeared on the table in front of you, and you kind of look up, and in a little bit down the hallway, or down on the other side of the room, you see a small, what looks like a red tail kind of snake under the tablecloth of a small like side table. The book is are child artists of the modern era, and in it you find several pieces that bear strong similarities to the picture you were given, to the drawing or the picture you were given. And there's something childish about the drawing. Maybe it's the crudeness of it. Maybe it looks like it was kind of drawn by a child. It maybe looks like the conclusion you come to is that these might be some sort of hieroglyphics that have been drawn by a child. That is the potential theory you're working with after this, with that check.
Cool.
Maybe.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I would say you have after that, with the sorcery thing, you have a much more solid understanding of sorcery and how to operate your abilities.
Amazing. Okay. As we hit the hour and Gallowin goes, okay, time to finish up, I will slap the book shut. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And sorry about that other one. It's damn difficult subject.
That's fair. Sean Gilmore was gonna be starting to look into it a little bit for us too, because it's really kind of an odd one.
Right.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Lord DeRollo gets a call from him asking to access. So
Right. I will pass on the information. I appreciate it.
thank you very much.
Well, outside of the library, was there anything else that could be dealt with? That I could help you with?
Who do we talk to about having dinner or late?
Oh, dinner is served at the bungalows for you.
Amazing.
Menu tonight is chicken, fish, and roasted vegetables.
Amazing. I have heard about this thing that they only make here. I wanted to know if there was a way to get it. It's a goffabapo, gafibapo, pofabibov. I don't super
Are you
know.
referring to Lord Grog's royal dish, the
That's it.
Phoebe Po?
That's it. That one. Go Phoebe Po.
I can put in a request to the kitchen.
Only if it's not too terribly
However,
inconvenient.
I was going to say, however, when Lord Grog is not present at the castle, it is usually off the menu.
Perfectly fine. If it appears, great. If it doesn't,
I mean, unless you have another hungry Goliath that needs to be dealt with, but
I mean, you saw my friend, right?
oh, you do. I'll mention that to the kitchen.
Much appreciated. I'm happy to find my way back. I'm sure you need to accompany me, but
I unfortunately do. It's just a
Sounds good.
safety precaution.
thank you so much. I am excited to go back on the clicky floors. Click, click.
Well,
click,
let's
click,
click
click,
clack
click,
away,
click.
shall we? And you are led back to your friends. You actually intercept the dinner carts as they pull up. And you all have a very nice dinner out on the little patios of the bungalows. Yvain and Scylla, you introduce Belle to your new friend. And oh, it's so nice to see another halfling around here. Good to see you.
Honestly, it's fantastic. I get tired of how tall all the doors are and how high all the steps are. So
Don't I know it? Trust
it's
me.
good to have someone to
Is it-
commiserate with.
That's why you wonder why all halflings have such strong legs. It's from jumping up of stairs. They're made for humanoids.
Isn't that the truth?
What brings you all to? I assume you are all on the flight tomorrow to Nikotanis.
That
Yeah.
yeah, that's the plan. We're going to a wedding.
Oh, one of you getting married, or is it a friend?
Oh, no, not
It's one of
us.
my childhood friends.
Ah,
We are the +2s.
that is very nice. Very nice. I'm going to visit my husband at a work event. He wanted me to bring the boy to show him what his papa has accomplished.
It's exciting. What has his papa accomplished? If you don't mind.
he is
asking.
he is a architect, and there is a new lighthouse being built in Nikodanis, and he is the lead architect on that project.
That's wonderful.
The unveiling is next week,
nice.
so we are going for the event. Should be very fun, and the boy gets to see the Menagerie Coast, which I'm sure you know is very beautiful.
I'm sure you'll love it. There's just something about sand,
Yeah.
sand.
Personally, I don't like it. It gets everywhere. All of my clothes have too many folds and things, and I don't have proper beach clothes, I suppose.
That's fair. It's very fair.
It's very fair.
Just gets in everywhere. Of course, it's irritating.
It's getting irritating.
Thank
But of
you
course,
again
thank you so much for helping us.
Oh, of course, my dear. We are all young ones. But
What you up with?
I guess I must turn in. Gatro, come on. And her little boy Trip drops off after her.
I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
We will. And so do you all turn in for the night, or is there anything you guys would like to get done before the evening closes?
I will catch one of the pale guard before we go to bed.
Hmm.
And I'll say, very important. It won't make a
Oh.
lot of sense, but I promise.
Hmm.
Please make sure our horses are here at first light.
Understood.
Thank you.
Also, Belle, go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. What we got? What we got? What we got? 4.
4. No go Phoebe Poe appears.
Damn.
So sorry.
It's all right.
And you know what? Scylla, go ahead and yeah, Alex, I'd like you to roll a d20 as well for me.
Okay. 19.
Okay, I hope you're prepared for terrible nightmares.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
totally kidding. Okay.
I'm always prepared for terrible nightmares. What are you talking
Alright.
about?
I live for terrible nightmares.
Anything else that you guys would like to get done before the night is out?
I have a thing, but I think Scylla doesn't go and hang out for anyone. She just goes and passes out in her room, specifically so that she can wake up before first light.
Did you handle your expulsion today?
No, but she could just. Is there like a back area?
Oh yeah, you're in the middle of a lawn, you know? You're in the middle of a lawn on these bungalows.
Yeah, so I think she'd go and
Just round the back, patch of grass.
yeah, just something. Yeah. Touch grass.
Go touch grass,
Okay.
kid.
Yep. Just
Go touch grass.
make a perception check for me.
Perception check. Mmm. Yummy. Perception. 14.
Okay. You've touched grass before with this with
Thank God. Thank God.
this, with this particular, intent. You could have sworn that the spot you made usually was bigger. Seems to have shrunk somehow. Like maybe you're not quite expelling as much.
Cool, great, cool, yeah. Cool, awesome. Love that for me.
Anyway, so yeah, is there so you want to wake up early?
Very early, yeah, as early as I can for
Early as you
getting my full rest.
Gotcha. Okay. Anybody else before bed? Nope. Okay.
Just eat as much as humanly possible or halflingly possible.
Gotcha. Cool.
Wait,
it is
real quick. She has been doing this, but like when she lays down, she'll pull out the sending stone and she'll be like, "In Whitestone, walked in heels today? Not fun. Belle has your sweet tooth beat. Love you." That's it.
You in heels? I need to see this. Glad you're safe. I'm doing well. Negotiations with Clasp and ECW at a bit of a standstill, but progress being made, hopefully. Lock Scylla's door for the fun of it. And I love you. Also, I can out-eat Belle any day.
I will eat this bitch under a table. God damn it.
Belle feels someone testing it from afar.
Just pops out from under
Where
the
is she?
bed. I love it. Okay. In the night, okay, so you all find your way to bed. It is so comfortable. It is like the nicest hotel bed you've ever slept in.
Rich people shit.
Yeah.
Rich people.
This thread
shit.
count, you don't think you can even count this high.
There's 4 digits.
Yeah, Belle, you get a big people sized bed all to yourself. This is the biggest bed you have ever been in.
Like,
He's
it's like
vibing.
I'm in the
You're a-
ocean.
You're a toddler and a California king.
This is amazing. We'll roll 3 ways one way, and then roll 3 ways
Yep.
past the other way. There's so much bed, and then starfish in the middle.
Gotcha. Okay. So you all find your ways to sleep. Yvain, you're walking again. Walking through snow, through mountains. And you reach the top of the Cliff Keeps, where it was the Cliff Keeps. You reach the top of the Cliff Keeps. A cliff over an expansive maw beneath you. The one you've been to before. Very familiar. As you stand on that precipice, you feel yourself sort of come into yourself. What would you like to do as you stand here? You feel, just to kind of give you a notion of how you feel tired. You feel achy. You feel like your feet have been walking for days. Your legs ache. And your fists are clenched.
Am I holding anything?
You look down in your hand and you hold a sending stone.
The one that I woke up with?
It looks similar, certainly. Looks like it.
She'll use it.
You hold it up. What do you say?
I'm at the top of the cliff capes. Why am I at the top of the cliff capes?
And you hear a voice respond. Stone flower. Free Carlos. And you look at the stone, extend your hand, and drop it off the edge of the cliff. Everything fades. Scylla. You can't see anything.
Great.
It's dark,
Good start.
but you can hear. You hear the soft creaking of wood, the lapping of waves against a bow, and you feel yourself rocking back and forth, back and forth. You hear the soft murmur of 2 voices, one male, one female. You can't quite understand what they're saying, but it's comforting to hear them. Feels safe, knowing that they're nearby. The rocking continues back and forth and back and forth. And that is your dream for the night.
Scot-free, baby.
Bell,
Yeah.
you are being chased through the Parchwood by some sort of many-headed, painted-faced clown entity that
What
looks sort of like the Hydra eel that you fought, but also combined with that frilly dude outside, but his face is painted all weird.
I'm doing what now?
You are sprinting through the Parchwood, and this Hydra clown is like after you. You look down, and you're holding a book in your hand that says "The Intricacies of Sorcery" by Gardegardegardegark, and you look down and you try to read it, and the words on the page are kind of all jumbled up, and the book kind of flaps open, and it says, "Well, what are you going to do now, mate?
Fuck if I know.
Real pickle you found yourself in here.
Yep, sure is.
It seems to be getting closer."
Yeah, that seems like a problem, doesn't it?
It's at that
Okay.
point that a small, soft hand finds yours and pulls you off of the road into behind a tree, and the Hydra runs off, and you kind of watch it go. Would you like to say or do anything?
Thank you. I'll see if there's anybody around me who.
No problem, says a voice, and you turn and you see your own face staring right back at you.
Well, this is
That's-
fucking weird.
And that's when you wake up. So the three of you wake up, or sorry,
I wake
Scylla,
up early.
Scylla, you I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I would like you all to make perception checks with disadvantage, please.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, one of them was a 20. Motherfucker.
You too?
10. I got a 10.
I got 13.
It's a natural one.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Scylla, at around like 2:00 in the morning, maybe 3, you are awoken by a clattering outside, and you kind of like groggily go over to the front door and open it, and you look outside and you see 2 of the Pale Guard who are sullenly dragging a shackled figure away from the castle towards the gate. And
Do I get any look at the person?
go ahead and make a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
Scylla? No, Jesus.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Do I have dark vision?
I don't think
know.
any of us do. I think that's the major downfall.
No, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I sure as shit don't.
Features and traits, racial feats, dark vision. Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Wait, do I not?
It was 12.
12.
6 and 6.
It's the girl. It's the
The
girl from
titties
before.
out one, or
Huh?
the teenager.
The teenager. It's the teenage girl from
Oh.
before.
That girl must have thought I betrayed her. Is she's in shackles? Interesting.
She broke into the castle.
Oh, that's why she was trying to stake your coin. Interesting. I feel like Scylla just like, this is a morning problem. She just watches. Take the girl away. When they leave, she goes back to bed.
Rest of the night passes without incident, and you wake up about 3 hours later. around 6
Cool.
o'clock in the morning.
Cool. Scylla wakes up. She she changes some of her spells. And then she checks her window, she turns into a cat, and she fucking leaves.
Okay, where do you go?
The sun tree.
Okay.
Because the
Okay.
spell I changed was speak with plants. I'm going to the sun tree to ask it why it tried to eat me.
Oh
Holy
no.
shit. Okay.
Look,
Okay.
look, I wrote
No, I'm a DM.
I
I'm
wrote
ready for
myself a
this.
note.
Pivot.
I wrote
pivot,
myself a note.
pivot.
Look. I wrote myself a note. After you sleep in castle, take speak with plants and ask the tree why it tried to eat me. So I wouldn't forget.
I love that you take
Amazing.
notes.
Very bad notes.
I don't care. There are notes. As a DM, that's such a great feeling.
Needed to make sure I remembered.
Okay. So, okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check to get back. Or are you trying to be stealthy to get past the guards?
I mean, I turned into a cat, so I don't know if they're gonna like fucking attack a cat, but I'll make a stealth check just to be like a slinky little cat.
Okay.
I don't know what cat stats are, but it was a 16. So whatever 16 plus cat stats are. I'm
I'd
gonna
say
go
you're
with 2.
fine. I'd say you're fine.
Yeah. I am just a
Okay.
little cat.
So yeah, you pad your way out to the sun tree. It is a dark, chilly, foggy morning here in Whitestone. It is the sun is not quite up yet, but the sky is starting to get brighter and brighter by the minute. As you reach Dawnfather Square, you see the tree is still bright, like sunlight is being produced by its own leaves, just like soft, dappled sunlight, though nothing too bright. It's a soft glow. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna. Is there anyone like in the square?
Nope, not quite yet. It seems empty.
Okay, she's just gonna unwild shape and walk up to the tree. And she's gonna very lightly put her hands on it and cast Speak with Plants.
Okay. You cast Speak with
Where is my
Plants.
third? And I say, hello, I have never done this before. I don't know how I've never done this before, actually. But you tried to eat me yesterday, and I'm just like really curious about that.
There's a pause. A long pause. Almost to the point where you feel like you might not get an answer before a voice does respond.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm really sorry that I may have freaked you out a little bit. I just kind of sensed something off and thought I could help in the moment. Was one of those spur of the moment things, you know?
Yes, it seemed like it did something. What do you know what you sensed at all? I just thought it was bad.
Something was off. Something missing. Something familiar to me.
Familiar how?
Like an old relative come to say hello. By the way, all of these answers are with extreme delays in between and are said with an extremely slow pace.
Mm.
For expediency's sake, I'm making him a bit of a stoner, but this tree speaks at the speed that sap seems to flow down the side the bark.
Mm. What kind of relative? Like a good one or a bad one?
You ever had a nephew who lost his way? And then
Can't say I have, but
came home a sad and defeated version of the man you once knew.
you very much like talking in riddles, yes. Mm.
I've never experienced that being a tree, but I feel like that's what it would feel like to have what I felt in you.
Is there anything else you can do about it?
No, I think that moment is past.
Me too.
I do hope you find something to help, though.
Do you have any advice?
Can't say that I do. Being a tree. Don't have
Very
much,
smart tree.
don't have much world experience. Haven't been out much.
Interesting. Well, thank you for your insights. Do you
Hey,
need anything? Do you want anything?
they take pretty good care of me here. Think my top branches might need a little bit of pruning.
I'll let the Pale Guard know.
Much obliged. He somehow becomes southern.
Much obliged.
Much obliged to you. It's at this point that the spell begins to fade.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hmm. She just kind of gives like a head shake and starts walking away.
Okay.
While she's out, did we get something to solve her problem? Did we do something? No?
Mm-mm.
No? Cool. Um,
Two very important things we did not buy. Well, actually, I have this bag of cats, so like,
as she's like walking, she'll like keep an eye out for like any like maybe like a I don't want to say a butcher shop that's open, but like maybe like a I don't want to say like taxidermist. That's kind of creepy, but
Yeah, nothing is open at this point in the day. It's like it's before first light, you know. No one's quite up yet.
mm.
It's like too
Did
early
we-
for even Starbucks to be open at this point.
Yeah, did we pass any like parks that like had flowers in them?
Oh yeah, plenty of flowers.
Like she could collect, just start collecting some like like natural
Yeah,
things, start putting in her bag.
You can create you can collect a pretty nice little bouquet on your walk back. Are you walking back to the castle?
Yes.
Okay. So as you approach the gates, the two pale guard out front hold up their spears and state your business and what you're doing here at Castle Whitestone.
I was staying in there, and then I went for a walk, and now I'm back here.
Produce your token, please.
Do I still have it? Did I
No,
take them?
No, you gave it back the last night, and then
Oh, did they give it back?
and then snuck it out, and then snuck out this morning as a cat.
I don't have it anymore.
I'm very sorry. We are not going to be able to allow you entry then.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm
Sorry about that. She walks around and just turns back into a cat, and then goes back in. I have 2 wild shapes.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Actually, not a cat. She's gonna be a spider. Just climb up the wall.
Okay. Make a stealth check with a different DC.
Not great. I don't know
Spider's got
what
a
spider
+4.
stealth.
+4.
Do they get advantage?
No.
I don't think so.
7.
7.
7.
Okay.
I went like fully around the corner. Like that was out of sight when I turned into a spider.
Okay, yeah. As you are you make it over the wall and you're in the grounds now. As you are walking as you're kind of scuttling your way towards your bungalow, you hear a along the path behind you as 2 pale guard are on patrol. One of them looks down and goes, "Oh God, spider! I fucking hate spiders," and goes to squash you. What is a spider's AC?
12. They have 1
good.
hit point.
Okay,
Unsurprisingly.
So he rolls a 6 and misses with his stomp. So he's gonna try one more time. He rolled a 12 exactly.
Uh-oh.
So here's what happens. His foot comes down and crushes your spider form. You take a point of damage and revert into Scylla beneath his feet.
Hello.
Scylla is not the most welcoming looking individual to have pop up underneath
God.
your feet.
Oh my God.
So what happens is the pale guard panics, and I'm going to roll a save to see if he can maintain his composure.
That's going to be a no for me, Chief.
Yeah, that's a no from him. He is going to immediately pull his pistol and fire. And that is a natural 20.
This man has a gun.
So he goes, "Oh God, person!" And let me see.
Range attack within 5 feet?
Huh?
Range attack within 5 feet?
Okay, here, I'm going to fucking go off for a second.
Go for it.
You've just hit a pet peeve as a DM.
Go for it.
That is the dumbest fucking rule in the goddamn world. Okay? There is
Sure.
zero reason why I had a gun in a fucking zombie's mouth and I had to roll with disadvantage.
Okay, well, that's ridiculous.
Disadvantage within 5 feet. How the
No,
fuck
that's
am I
stupid.
missing you from?
That's
huh?
ridiculous.
There's no way you'd miss.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Literally, I mean, in his
That was
mouth.
ridiculous.
I do not roll disadvantage for up close. In fact, I roll advantage because there's no way you're fucking missing unless it's a longbow or a rifle or like a long ranged thing that you have to kind of go awkward. That's the only way you get disadvantage in my games with ranged attacks.
That's
'Cause I
fair.
hate that rule so much. Hate it. Because it caused me specifically a lot of grief.
Listen,
I had a-
that's
I
why
don't
we
like
start
it.
writing
I
things out.
had dual pistol wielding monk. I was a dual pistol wielding monk and just anyway. So the damage is going to be okay. I rolled low. It's gonna be 14
What-
points of damage.
Would it have helped if I've never used this before? I have the haunted one background,
Mhm.
which
God,
means that
surely not.
though they might fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up
Surely
arms to fight alongside you.
Yeah, he's a guard, not a commoner. A castle guard, not a commoner.
I don't know. They all pretty much suck. They do jack
And
shit.
he is
Why would they give them guns?
extremely threatened by you by popping up under his feet when he squashed a spider.
I tried, guess.
So you take 14 points of damage as you get shot. In
Is
the
it what kind
shoulder.
of damage is it?
Piercing?
Motherfuckers need escalation of force training. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm fine.
Boom!
Dude, did you just fucking shoot me?
So scale
Jesus
1 to 10,
Christ.
how likely are we to wake up to a gunshot going off outside?
Yeah, I would say I would say the entire castle is awake at this point. Several.
I think this may be considered a hate crime. I'm just saying. I'm a
Several-
druid. I was out for a morning walk in the castle grounds that I was allowed to be in, and you decided to shoot me after stepping on me. Jesus Christ, dude! You need some fucking training up in here. My lord, let me speak to your manager right now.
He's going full Karen, huh, Scylla?
Oh my
I
god.
just got shot. I'm allowed to do a full Karen. Where was I shot, by the way?
Shoulder.
Did I ruin my new clothes? Yes, I did.
No,
This is a
you-
new shirt.
You're
I
not in
have
your-
but
You're not in your wedding clothes.
Were you wedding clothes?
no, I had to keep replacing my clothes because I kept getting beat
Oh,
the
keep-
fuck
keep
up.
doing blood.
Oh yeah, well now there's a bullet hole in your jacket. Sure.
I just bought this cloak too. It was 300 gold.
Okay, so a bunch of
They're
pale
splitting
guard,
it now.
a bunch of pale guard have now descended on this area, and you see running out from the steps of the castle the elven woman from earlier
No.
with a drawn bow, as well as a sort of not quite elderly but not quite middle-aged looking white-haired man in a
When did Percy get home?
in a robe, and he has a much larger gun in his hand than the one that just shot you. And he comes running up to the pale guard, who are now currently shackling your arms behind your back.
I'm yelling.
Um,
I'm still yelling. I'm full on.
Yeah, you all step out of your bungalows to
Uh-huh.
see all everyone else just kind of like standing out there, just like kind of watching this happen. Just kind of like neighbors
Oh
watching
fuck, you
like,
vain.
people on the street
Is
watching
that-
their neighbor get arrested.
Can
Right.
I see that it's Scylla?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm screaming at the top of my
She's
lungs right now.
Currently
shit.
surrounded by pale guard. I can say you can hear Scylla.
Okay, then yeah. If I
Um,
hear Scylla, I'll be
you
like,
vain.
Bell. Yep.
uppies.
Oh, not run over. Walk briskly.
Okay,
Make noise so that they know that I'm approaching.
gotcha.
Um,
Two pale guard hold up their hands. Sorry, miss. And so
What
we
in
have
the
a-
nine hells is going on here?
we
That's
have a
our
bit of an
friend.
we have a bit of a. Excuse me.
She's a guest.
I stay here.
She's a guest. She's on the list. Her name's Scylla
The
Stone.
white-haired elder man says, "Excuse me, she's a guest here."
Yeah.
And they shot me.
He walks over, holstering the weapon on his side by his robe. What do you mean you're guests here? I don't know you.
This-
Who are you?
Sorry, we're traveling by airship. We're staying on the grounds.
What was your friend doing on the doing outside of the bungalows after hours? What's such an
taking
early
a
time in the morning?
Going
It's
she
druid
likes to go-
hours.
She likes to go on walks. She's a druid. She'll beat animals
My
and
guard
shit.
said they stepped on a spider and she appeared.
Yeah.
do I recognize him?
Again, druid.
Make a history check.
Okay.
And he at the mention of druid, he goes, "Oh, for the love of God, for the love of the
That's
gods."
what 6.
You did mention an old white-haired fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you thought he'd be older than this. You'd assumed he'd be older than this.
Cool. Yeah, druid.
I'm sorry, she does this. She'll turn into a creature and then wander off.
She was playing
Scylla.
with bear in the park yesterday.
I unfortunately am familiar with that kind of behavior. I'm very sorry. Your friend must be detained, searched, and questioned. There are many important secrets within Whitestone that must be protected. I'm sorry, but this is
Just
the
have
way
a
it
bag
is.
full of dead flowers.
We need to get on a airship in like an hour.
I sincerely hope that we will do. We will do all in our power to get you on that airship, and I sincerely hope that this does not delay you. But if it does, I don't see anyone else to blame but yourselves.
Okay. I mean, fair. Okay.
I mean-
that's fair enough. I imagine this will take like 10 minutes because you've got 15 Pale Guard here who have nothing better to do with their time, as they have
I
made
don't-
very clear to us over the course of the entire stay here.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. One should suffice. Take her inside, and you are
I just wanted to talk to the Sundry.
you are escorted inside to TSA. You are questioned. You are searched. I'm just gonna go through your
I have like
inventory
nothing in there.
real quick. Well, nothing to hide. You have nothing to hide. You should have no problem me going through it.
Let's see. Cloak, shield,
Pretty cop
potion.
sentiment on that.
I had to
Pretty
pull it out.
copy sentiment there.
I had to pull it out. I know what I said. I I am not a back the blue motherfucker, okay?
No, we
ACAB.
know.
All right. All right. So
I don't know. I was shot at point blank range.
Nat 20 too. Hey, at least he didn't miss. All right. Potion of healing, staff of withering, dangerous. Cloak of protection, potion of healing, a lot of them. Shield, clothes, leather. Boop, boop. Shield, quarterstaff totem. The Yokwa. Gotcha. And then in your
I don't know what that is. It's been in my inventory the entire time. I have no
It's a
idea what that
weapon.
is.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, I've never touched it.
Art, gems,
I-
healing potion components, mess kit, rations, rope, tinderbox, are torch, water skin, and used paralytic dart, as well as a chest with crowbar, hammer, holy symbol, holy water, manacles, mirror, oil flask, stick, as well as a cloak of
What do you
protection.
mean you don't have anything, Alex? There's so much stuff in there.
It's like all like beginner gear
Max been
stuff
reading
that
for
I've
like
never
5
touched.
minutes.
Right. So yeah, after about an hour and a half, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. With advantage, because you're telling the truth.
Oh, thank fuck. Persuasion. That's a dirty 20.
You are released. They apologize for the misunderstanding, but you must understand that they are just trying to be as thorough, or not as thorough, but as as safe as possible with their city. You are healed of your gunshot wound. Your clothes are repaired, and you have been informed that the guard who shot you has been reprimanded and set on basically disciplinary duty for the next several months. And
I think you should add some talk first, shoot later training.
Oh no, he's been removed. His firearm privileges have been revoked. You have been
Good.
He is no longer permitted to carry a firearm on the premises. But he's still working for them, so he's not been fired. They don't do that.
That checks out.
They don't do that.
No, they don't.
But yeah, he's been heavily reprimanded, and you have been compensated. You get out there. It's about an hour and a half after dawn, and the rest of your party has already boarded the airship. They are holding, waiting for you, but they cannot wait much longer. So your stuff has already been brought on by Yvain and Belbin. They handled all your stuff. So you run to, your classic running through the airport to the gate. Hold the door. And you make it on at the last minute.
She makes it up to the airship and just flips off whatever pale guard she sees in the distance.
Have a pleasant trip, madam.
Fuck you.
Thank you for visiting Whitestone. Please come again.
Never.
Captain Cross sees you aboard of the ship. Aye, all right, you landlubbers. Away we go now to Nicodradis. And the ship begins to lift off. On this trip, you have much less cargo, but now you have more passengers, as all of the people who you saw yesterday on in the castle, as well as what looked to be like 2 other passengers or and a family unit, have joined you on the ship to Nicodranus. You now have about another week and a half, I'd say, before you reach Nicodranus ahead of you. And anything you guys wanted to get done before on your first day of the trip?
In the shakeup, I would have not forgotten to make sure we got the horses and got them on the ship.
Horses were replaced on the ship.
Bitch.
Okay.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm. Dilla, you can't just do.
I thought I was being really stealthy.
No, honestly,
it was very unfortunate.
You flat out can't. Like, the fact that man put a hole through your body is ludicrous.
I was very not happy about it. I
Also,
yelled
what
at
the
him for
fuck
like a
was that
solid
thing?
10 minutes before
What
the.
was that?
I've never seen anything like that before. That was.
And the white-haired dude had a bigger one? What?
Yeah, I definitely. Did you see the lady? The lady that was in the park with us? What the fuck?
What
She
about
came
it?
out of that building. She came out of that building with him.
What?
That was an important lady.
Oh. Missed that.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, I yelled at them for like 10 minutes before all those pale guys. I think that's why so many showed up, was because I was screaming like a lunatic.
Yeah, we heard
About
you. We
how
were there.
I thought I was being really stealthy. Why would you step on a spider in like outside? Like, I understand in the building, but like outside.
Because spiders are icky.
I mean, yeah, but like not outside. Leave it alone. You're in its turf, not the other way
What?
around.
Wait, back up. What were you doing?
Oh,
That's
I
a
went
good
to
question,
talk
too.
to the sun tree.
Oh, did you ask it why it tried to
Oh.
eat you?
Yeah,
Did it try and eat you again?
no.
Oh, that's progress, I think.
He
Maybe.
said some really weird things to me. Specifically, he was trying to fix something that was missing, and it felt, when I touched it, it felt like a relative coming home, and like a nephew that's left home very happy and then came back very depressed.
That's like your whole shtick, isn't it?
Yeah, it didn't really help anything at all. Although the relative thing, what do we know about the Sun 3? He
I mean,
can't have that many relatives.
No, it's like it's one of those god types. One of them planted it there or something.
Oh.
Mac,
Okay, I
you're
might need
muted.
to do some Sun 3
History
research.
check if you guys want to know.
Okay.
If you know the story
Do I don't think I would know the story.
at all.
No.
I got an 11.
Yep.
3.
Bell, you think it has something to do with a god, but
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
one of
remember
those-
which or what it had to do with a god.
I don't know. It's big though, so it's probably old, which makes sense if it's got something to do with God.
He talked very slow, like his voice was like syrup.
He said that the nephew thing is fucking me up. It was like
Yeah.
it was sad. It was sad like that.
It was like the nephew went out to like make it on his own, but then he had to come back home, and he was like very dejected. And
So
the something missing part, I think, is in relative to whatever Gilmore said to us.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. And then he said that I was like, "Could you do it again?" And he was like, "It seems that moment has passed." So
That's too bad.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would have happened.
Okay. I mean, I guess
It
add
didn't
to the
really help,
list.
and then I got arrested and shot. So not sure how helpful that mission was.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We need to keep you away from the constables on patrol.
I don't
It's
like
amazing
authority.
how
Gods.
armed they are for doing so little work all the time.
They do so little.
Also,
They have like,
how the fuck are they shooting invisible arrows? I don't understand.
it was definitely not an arrow that shot me. It was like a little piece of metal.
Also, like,
Well, that
hold
doesn't
on,
hurt very much.
your brother friend is captain of the guard.
Yeah.
How did that? Is it sort of like, is it different in Wildmount? Like, is it the good benefits? Is it like upward economic mobility? Like, what's the deal there?
Those are big words.
Again, I do read. That's like one of my things.
I'm the one that doesn't really read that much anymore.
Yvain Stoneflower breaking the dumb Goliath trope. The dumb barbarian trope.
I read books.
Okay. I mean, we're on this boat now, and we're going again. What are we supposed to do for a while?
Oh, I don't know. I was asking about Silla's brother.
I don't have a
Right.
brother.
Huh?
Oh,
What the?
I do have a brother.
You fucking gaslighting me.
What?
I had a bad day yesterday, so I just need to gaslight someone to feel better.
Oh no.
Torturing teenagers wasn't enough.
I think in Wild, yeah, I think it has like, I mean, he must have a good job because Tally is, as well, she was a student last time I saw her. It's been a while though, so maybe something changed. But she was like a college student.
I mean, you know
So
that
I can't
eventually
imagine.
you stop going to school, right?
Do you? I don't know. I've never been there.
Wait, how long has it been since you've seen them?
Mac, don't let me talk out of my ass. It's been like 2 years, yeah.
About 3.5.
I think I
at this
left-
point. About 3.5
Yeah.
at this point.
It's been like 3 years, probably over that. I like went off to find answers and obviously didn't find a whole lot. And then I got a letter from a weird man and traveled across the world.
And now you're going back.
And now we're going back.
Are you dejected?
Oh, like the nephew.
Like the nephew, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if dejected may be a good word.
How do we make Scylla dejected?
I don't know. I'm
Dejected.
very worried. My like main fear, dejected. My like main
Dejected.
fear right now is having them both look at me and not see someone they recognize. It's like a very.
I mean,
very
this
big fear
might
of
be a
mine
silly
currently.
question. Has your look changed significantly since you last saw them to the point where they wouldn't recognize you?
They don't know.
I mean, this was like a very recent thing. We didn't really know anything about it growing up. It was like which is like an odd thing that random bad things happened when I was a kid, and then, but this has like been amping up very aggressively in the recent times. They don't. I knew I needed to go away to find answers for something, but it was kind of unmoored, like searching, and then letter.
I mean, as long as your face hasn't changed a whole lot, I'm sure they'll recognize you. But
Here's some reassurance, Scylla. I was gone for many years before I went home again. And they love you. They're gonna welcome you home instantly. You won't have to worry about it.
I mean, hell, they invited you to their wedding. Like,
That's true. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, did I also tell you I may have invited my ex to this wedding as well? So that might be a problem for future Scylla, but not Scylla that's currently thinking about it. So that could be
That's
bad.
that's why your fucking outfit looks so good. Oh,
It's just a case.
I
It's
get
just
it.
a case. It's just a case.
And on
The-
that note, as that awkwardness seeps into the conversation,
yeah.
we are going to
Seems so far.
end our session there.
Yeah.
Amazing game, you guys. I promise next session is gonna be all about, traveling and air.
Rolling dice for the
encounters.
air.
Birds.
Air.
Travel. Now you get to roll for weather. and-
Bird.
More birds to try.
Roll
More
for
birds to
birds.
traumatize Bell. Yeah,
Scylla's
all of the-
100% gonna send
all of
birds
the
at you at
tra-
some point, Bell. I'm so sorry.
No.
all
No.
of the trauma I have
No.
planned for Bell has now been transformed
just-
to be
it's just
bird
bird-related.
based. To be
Always
bird based.
birds.
100% bird based trauma. Big bad, now a giant bird. It's just-
Bird. Bird.
it's
Big
just
bird.
It's just an Aarakocra whose wings are not his arms, so he can fly and shoot arrows at the same time.
Oh, shit.
And then he comes into the door like that big bird meme, and he's like,
Oh no.
my god.
Bird.
Well, fantastic session as always, guys. I'm gonna be stopping the recording right there. So say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
"Oh."
Wait.